Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girl Amanda, and today, as you can tell by the title, I wanted to do something very different on this channel. I wanted to give the 411 the full details on something that some of us have experienced or will experience in our lives, and that is none other than college. College can be a little scary, and it's even more scarier when you don't know what to do.
Why don't you make a phone call that's going to help you in your future?
So, I'm here to give you all some information that I wish I had known prior to getting into college. Let's get to it. I'm going to start with the college dorm essentials. So this in itself can be a lot to unpack. Starting out, for those of you who are traveling out of state, or if you're in state as well and you're deciding to live on campus in a dormitory, these are some things that you will need. So typically what the college will provide for you are these items right here. You don't have to go out and purchase them. You don't have to rent them from anywhere. The college will provide these. It's kind of just like the bare minimum and the necessity that you have to have for a dorm. But I'm going to specifically talk about things that the college does not provide that you have to get if you want to live comfortably in a dorm. So the first thing that I discovered that I definitely needed was a mini fridge. I know it sounds crazy, like, oh, well, if you have campus cafeteria, why do you really need a fridge? Trust me, there will be plenty of nights where you want cold drinks, whether it's just water or Gatorade or just some juice, and the cafeteria is closed, and the only thing that is available is a vending machine. I had a fridge that was almost as tall as my hip. So I'm 5'6", so do with that measurement as you will. However, I found that getting a medium-sized mini fridge was beneficial starting out because I didn't really know the type of food I would need going into college. I wasn't sure if I was going to like the cafeteria, if I wasn't going to like the cafeteria, if I was going to like the school restaurants or wasn't going to like the school restaurants. So I got the medium-sized fridge, and that way I can just store some things. Nothing against like the vending machines or anything like that. However, they are honestly super expensive. I know my vending machine on campus was $1.50 just for a 20-ounce bottle. And by the time you continue to buy those drinks, you're out of like a lot of money. So honestly, what I would recommend is that you go to Walmart or you go to Sam's Club or BJ's and you get a mini fridge so that you can store your own items in it. Which brings me also to when you're living with someone, make sure that you both speak with each other before you move on campus. I know I reached out to my roommate. We both agreed that we wanted our own refrigerators. It wasn't any ill will or no like mistrust or anything like that. But we both knew that we wanted some things to be separated, and that was one of them. This brings me to another thing that you will need, and that is a storage container. I don't have any pictures of it, but I do have a college room tour video that I will link in the description box below. But I had a storage bin that had 3 drawers on it, and for each drawer I had different items in it, ranging anywhere from oatmeal packets to cans of soup to noodles to snacks to chips to pretty much anything that I could possibly want to eat. Speaking of storage containers, another thing that you will need is a bathroom storage slash caddy. This will be your life-saving grace. In a dormitory, you don't have a lot of room, and a lot of times you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, feeling cluttered, feeling congested, and it's just simply because dorms are not made to hold a lot of things. However, buying things like a storage container or a caddy for your bathroom can be beneficial as far as saving space and also holding your items that you really need and that you really like find a necessity to have. Something that you also need if you're eating is plates, spoons, forks, knives, bowls, cups. Yeah. I learned if you go to Walmart, you can buy them kind of like in a little mini pack. Maybe I want to say a pack of 4 that you can purchase them. And I just got some forks and some spoons. I really didn't get their butter knives because honestly, you really don't use a knife as much as you do the other things. And as far as plates, cups, and bowls, Walmart also has like those little colorful bowls that you can buy for like $1, and you just choose your color, get you a set, and you're good. I would recommend that you get a set of 3 for each item. Trust me, it's not a lot. And honestly, if you even want to go to the number 4 with each item, I would also recommend that as well. That would be completely useful for you. I found it hard sometimes, like when I was making a meal, because me personally, I do love to cook and I know how to cook. So when the cafeteria food was not like in my taste buds for the moment, I would take my pots and pans and I would go upstairs. But sometimes I ran into the problem where I didn't have enough plates to like separate everything, to cook it and to prep it. So I was running out of room and I started having to cook everything almost like 2 things at a time or like 1 thing at a time. So I would recommend at least 3 or 4 of plates, bowls, and cups. So while you're at Walmart, because I'm pretty sure everyone's going to raid Walmart like they always do when it's time to move into college, make sure you purchase over-the-counter medicine. I cannot stress to you enough that you think getting sick while you're at home is miserable. I would recommend is like Advil or Motrin or Tylenol for maybe a headache or cramps for my ladies. I would buy cough syrup, maybe some NyQuil or Theraflu, Mucinex for those seasonal allergies and seasonal sicknesses that do come when you're in a dorm. It happens all over creation. And I will also say getting like some cough drops if you're up north moving from the south, because their weather is a lot different. I had to learn that the hard way. Trust me, you will get sick from just the weather change, the different altitudes. It will be beneficial for you to get some cough drops. Trust me on that. Trust me. This also brings me to buying a diffuser. I know it sounds weird, like why would I purchase a diffuser in August? Believe me, like I said, when the allergies kick in, when the cold weather blows in, you're gonna want a diffuser to keep those airways open. When those airways close up, listen, you start thinking about times when you could breathe and how you took it for granted. Trust me, it is a bad place to be. You want to make sure that you also purchase a little small thing of peppermint oil to put inside of the diffuser, because peppermint oil helps open your airways, helps clear your passages, and helps you to breathe. So I will say, in order to prevent getting sick as a dog, that you should purchase a mini vacuum cleaner. The school does provide them for you for the hallways. However, if you're trying to clean your room and you also have someone down the hall who's trying to clean their room and someone else across the hall is trying to clean their room, the vacuum cleaner pretty much is like a hot potato. You kind of got to get it where you can. And sometimes, again, they take forever to use it, or it breaks, or it's full, needs to be changed or whatever. Also, as far as staying clean and hygienic, purchase shower shoes. Speaking of hygiene, I also will mention to purchase a trash can. You don't need a huge trash can. Honestly, just an office trash can is beneficial. So I didn't make this list in order. The next thing that I want to talk about, going back to the food, is make sure that you buy at least 2 boxes of cereal. I know it sounds weird, like why would I purchase cereal? Trust me when I say there has been times where I didn't make it to the cafeteria for dinner and I had a buttload of homework. I had to study, I had to do the whole 9, a whole project and things like that, do labs, and I couldn't make the cafeteria to eat. The school restaurant had closed, and to the dorm I go. Buying cereal honestly is a good cop out. It is a good meal. It's a good little snack to kind of hold you over through the night until you can get to the cafeteria in the morning for breakfast. But again, there's times when I've stayed up super late just doing homework, studying, and I missed the time for dinner. So now I'm hungry, and you don't want to order pizza because it's more money. So again, purchase cereal, or at least something that you know you can eat that's not too heavy late at night. Speaking of the cafeteria closing, I will also say purchase a thing of Tupperware. I know it sounds real ghetto, but trust me when I say it will be your saving grace. So I'm a picky eater, and I had a love-hate relationship with my cafeteria food. There were plenty of times where I'm like, why are they serving this? And then there were some times where I'm like, what I would do is when I would swipe my card, I would go get my plate, I would eat, I would make sure to bring my backpack with my Tupperware in it. So then when I go back to get the same thing, I can just load up my Tupperware container and I could take it back to my dorm, put it in my fridge, and just save it for either later on throughout the night, or I could save it for the next day just in case the next day they didn't have anything good. And if they did have something good, then I would go back, I would get another Tupperware, get what they have, eat that, and then later that night, the next day, I would eat that food that I had got that night before. So that way I'm keeping everything rotated, but I'm also staying fed, because again, there were some times where I didn't like the food and I would run into the problem of having to order a pizza. And let's face it, ordering food through Uber Eats or just delivery is expensive. It gets up there, whether it's a large pizza or a small size pizza. Either way, it's extra money aside from what you have to pay for as far as books and things like that. So again, make sure that you purchase Tupperware in case there's something that you really love from the cafeteria, you know, for all my picky eaters out there, because it gets hard out there, trust me, and it gets hard fast. So as far as the dorm bed, I haven't mentioned that. I will say that you do need to bring some pillows, and as well as purchasing multiple bed sheets. I can't stress to you enough of how many times I went to go wash my clothes and do laundry, wash my bed sheets to keep everything fresh and keep all the germs down. And I had to pretty much wait not only for a washer, but also for the dryer. Again, make sure that you purchase multiple sheets. Even if you just buy two, that's at least better than just having that one. So that way one can be washing, or you can be ready to wash that one while you also have a fresh one ready to go on the bed. Because sometimes when I had downtime and I wanted to wash my clothes and wash my bed sheets, I had to wait until they were completely dry and out of the dryer, out of the way, to basically lay down. When you have downtime, it's usually anywhere from like 1 to 2 hours in between classes where like you have like the next block. And again, you want to use your time wisely. And if you don't have an assignment for the classes to come, or you wasn't assigned any homework or anything from your previous classes that you could possibly do during that downtime, you're going to want to lay down. You're going to want to take a nap or eat and just relax, catch up on a new series or anything like that. And if you have sheets that are dirty that you want to wash, you're going to have to wait until those bed sheets get washed. But that is enough of the video. But before I go, I want to give a shout out to the class of 2023. Congratulations, you've made it. You have succeeded. You have went through kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade. You've received all your credits. You've made memories. You've had lessons. But now it's time to take that leap of faith, take that step, go out into the real world and just soar and be that bright light that this world needs. And be successful. Don't stop. Don't take no for an answer. Always work hard and be the best version of you. And be the person that you needed a couple years ago when you were in high school. And honestly, just reach for the stars. The world is yours. It's at your fingertips. Do what you do best, and that is succeed. Again, congratulations to you all, and I wish you all nothing but the best, whether it's with college or trade school. Make good decisions and just strive. Strive to be the best version of you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in part 2. Peace.